Je suis un peu venue que pour ça. Elle a décidé de se casser. Bah, tu les comprends en rentrant.
Hey you guys, it's Naija again. So my video is about making friends in Japan. So I like to think that I made some friends over here. Maybe I didn't, but it's only been a week. So basically I'm just going to tell you guys about my experience, and hopefully you guys can grab some key points from my experience on how to make friends in Japan. But also about how to make friends anywhere you go if you're studying abroad. I basically walk up to people and say I want to be my friend. I'm just kidding now. But really, I just try to, talk to as many people as possible. I'm in a lot of Japanese classes by myself. I took some random classes. Like, I took a random American poetry class, and I was the only exchange student, obviously, because no one wants to know about American poetry in Japan. But I got to meet a lot of really cool Japanese students there. I took a law class, and I'm one of the only, actually the only exchange student in there. And also the classes that do have a lot of, that are heavily weighted with a lot of exchange students. I just made friends wherever I could get them. So basically, I kind of try to make friends in class, try to make friends in the clubs, because clubs are really popular here. And then I also try to make friends, just being out and about, like, going to restaurants and meeting people at different places, maybe the cafeteria or something like that. So I go to an all-girls school, pseudo college, so I haven't really met any guys. But from my experience, meeting girls definitely has been a helpful part of my Japanese experience and understanding Japanese culture and Japanese history and everything. So I also noticed that meeting even the exchange students within my community, I met actually one of a really close friend that I can tell that we're going to be really close friends. She's Taiwanese, and so I got to learn about her culture too, and she told me she would teach me Chinese, so woo! I get to learn another language that's super hard. I'm just kidding, no. But basically I ultimately started in class, and then I moved to clubs, and clubs are one of the foundations of Japanese life, like in school. So even in college, you join clubs, and clubs can consist of even sports teams or academic teams, such as debate or something like that, or law, politics. They have dancing clubs, they have badminton clubs, they have basketball clubs, they have American football clubs, they have soccer clubs, of course, they have volleyball. And I choose volleyball. I got to meet various people from there. And also, while I was waiting for my club, I got to meet new people, like, at the badminton club or the table tennis club. I didn't want to join those clubs, but I met people while I was waiting for those clubs. So it's just like, all these different people know that you're different and that you are an exchange student, and they walk up to you and they're very friendly. So one thing I will say though is watch out for those people that are obsessed with American culture. They're kind of strange, and they will bug you about teaching them English. But just get over that part, Find true friends. And one of the good things about being apart from everybody is that you really get to meet new people who just want to be your friend for who you are. Language is only a part of getting to know someone. There's also the hobbies that you like, and it's also a part of Japanese culture to do karaoke or bowling or anything outside of school. It's really important that you get to know these people, because these people are going to be your friends for a year, 2 years, however long. But they'll also teach you, Japanese slang and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. And you'll get to know people that are your age, rather than just only knowing the teachers that are teaching you Japanese. So after you make friends, what I would suggest is going out to eat, going out to maybe party if that's what you like to do, or just do daily activities. Here, karaoke is super important. Like, it's super important to friendship. Everyone does it. It's something really fun, and it's something that lasts for like hours. So one thing that my friend and I did was we went to the Meiji Jingu shrine, which is in the Shibuya area of Tokyo. So it's kind of like downtown Tokyo, and it's like deeply seated in like all this history. And it's like right in the middle of this like kind of forested area right next to Harajuku and Shibuya, kind of where Harajuku and Shibuya meet. So we went over there, we made prayer cards, and we ultimately just afterwards we had parfaits and went to eat in Harajuku. And it was like one of the best experiences ever with one of my new friends. I got to learn about her, and then I also got to learn about Japanese history and Japanese culture. So if you're ever over here, one thing I would suggest is going out to national parks or national shrines or government shrines and just experiencing the natural history or the country's history. Shinto religion is actually one of the most popular religions in Japan. So one thing I would say is I learned so much about the country, the Japanese as a country, and wow, did I just say the Japanese as a country? Wow. Japan as a country. I just learned so much about Japan as a country, and I also learned a lot about my Taiwanese friend, who basically explained to me the differences between Chinese culture and Japanese culture, and Chinese history and Japanese history, which sometimes it crosses over. So one thing I would say is make sure that you have these deep conversations with your new friends and get to know new people. One thing as an exchange student is you're going to be put into these like really interesting conversations and really interesting standout points or times in your life. And it's one of like the changing moments of your life, actually. Like, I didn't realize it while in the moment, but I'm just like, wow, this girl I just met, and we're like on a train to Shinjuku and then crossing over to Shibuya. And it's like one of the biggest times in my life. It's something that doesn't happen quite often. So one thing I would say is just get to know different people. I mean, clubs are one thing, sports are another, working out, classroom talk, just small like settings in which you can just really talk one-on-one with somebody, even if they can barely understand you, which most of the time people can barely understand me. I would say that that's one of the best things that I love about being in Japan, is being one of the only Americans that I'm forced to learn Japanese, but then I also can help people in their English, and I also get to know about their culture and their history. So the classes that I'm taking are Japanese Society, Japanese Seminar in Japanese Studies, Intercultural Communication Theory, and a lot of Japanese language courses and kanji courses. So I'll have a video up about that, but I just ultimately wanted to tell you guys that, it is important. Like this one video is important because it's really important that you understand that friendships are basically the grounds to you blossoming in a new country. And they're really important because you can make deeper connections with people rather than just making business connections or trying to make a transaction like, hey, I'll teach you English, you teach me Japanese. Like, it's not always about that. It's about understanding people's culture and where people come from and people's backgrounds. So that's about it. This one isn't as organized as the other one, but just stay tuned for the next one. I'm going to talk about my classes probably either tomorrow or whenever I feel like it. So just check my Tumblr for a more complete version of this video. And thanks for watching.